The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2024 fall edition of The Local Show. I'm your host, Tom Sicoscio Jr., along with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts. The Local Show features conversations about local businesses. We talk to the business owners, the CEOs, the CFOs, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, business advocates, and other business-friendly organizations. We learn how they got into business, why they do business right here in Syracuse, New York, and where their businesses might be going in the future. You're going to hear all about their successes, their challenges, opportunities, marketing, and advertising. We're broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studios, sponsored by Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, and you can see us on YouTube. Just look up Zoe Advertising on YouTube, and you can get some old videos, new videos, and current videos.
You can see videos of Steve and Tom gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight. You look.
One thing I did notice was this one camera angle catches the back of my head, and I don't have any hair. I thought everybody always compliments my hair. Oh, you're 60 years old, but you got great hair. I don't know what they're talking about because I don't know if you can see it. It's just my hair is really sparse on the top. I look old like you.
Well,
now pretty soon they're not going to be able to tell the difference.
Being of Italian heritage, why don't you just comb it up your back up over your head so to cover the bald spot?
I'm one of those least hairy Italians. I don't know. It must be the northern Italian in me.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough to do that, or I would.
Well, 99% of photos we ever see are from the front, right?
Yeah, right. So we don't. Most of the time, I'm okay.
See that from behind? I look like I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah,
because I usually am.
Well, the wife tells me that it's thin. It's not, balding. She goes, it's just thin.
Well, she was being positive.
Yeah, sort of, right? Well, let's see who we have on the show for the next couple of hours. First up, we're going to talk with Mike Albanese. He's the owner of Albanese Longhorns. And then we're going to talk with this guy named Daryl Sanford II. The two. Okay.
I was waiting for the Sanford and Son reference, but you let me down there.
They don't teach script writing, cursive writing anymore. Right. I wonder if they teach Roman numerals to these kids at all.
That's a great question.
I don't think somebody who's like 17 even knows what a Roman numeral is.
Or how to address a letter or any of those things that we learned.
Or what Latin is or anything. Well, anyway, Daryl is a speaker, trainer, coach at Perspective Mentoring. Maybe he could mentor you.
There's still hope.
Yeah, there could be. Dan Cummings, our old friend from WHEN days, and then, of course, Channel 9. He's the Director of Corporate Communications at the Honor Flight. We'll learn all about that. Kate Flannery is Executive Director of the Upstate New York chapters of the Alzheimer's Association. And then Colleen Prosner is the VP of Communications and Development at Nescentia Health. We've heard a lot about them in the community lately. Marcy Korzakowski is the owner of North Shore Coffee and Tea Company. And then Jerome Snyder rounds us out. He's the owner of Pestmaster Services, all on the show today. So let's start off with Mike Albanese. How are you there, Mike?
Doing good.
Good. Tell us about what you do, how you got started in farming, and where your farms are located and all that.
We raise Texas Longhorns primarily, and also hay. We have farms in Onondaga and Madison County, in the towns of Lafayette, Pompey, and Casanova.
When you say you raise hay, I don't think a lot of people out there understand where hay comes from. That's an actual plant.
That's an actual plant. It's a crop. It's not like your lawn. It's a crop that's planted and harvested at certain times of the year. What we specifically do is dry hay, primarily for the horse market. Okay. Obviously, we feed our cows.
So you sell to other farms?
We sell to. That's primarily what we do. Yeah. Obviously, we need to supply hay for our own animals, but after that, it's for sale.
What listeners are burning to understand and know is: do you cut hay while the sun shines?
We talked about this before, and yes, that is a real thing.
So you can't cut hay when it's raining.
Well, you can, but it's a long process after that. Because what we do, we need to dry it. We do have a process where we can pick it up or cut it and bale it relatively quick when it's wet. Yeah. But that's not our goal. Our goal is to get it dry, which takes 2 or 3 or 4 days. And yes, the sunshine hay thing is real.
So do yours look like the giant marshmallows?
We have that, but that's wet. That's wet. The small square, like the traditional old time bales, like we were talking earlier, that's our goal. But these offshoots are because weather doesn't cooperate.
How heavy is a bale of hay?
A bale of hay that you bring from again, our target is 50 pounds.
50 pounds. Okay. Steve, you could build some muscles in the back and everything. You go up on the farm for
or
a
I could
little
have a stroke. So silos aren't a thing anymore.
No, well, not for us. What we do, because we are grass fed, what we process other than these small bales that you're referring to goes in these big long plastic bags you see on the farm. So that's a baleage, or if you will, or if it's bagged hay.
So the cows, when you say they're grass fed, they're actually eating green grass. It's not eating hay, right?
Well, no, green grass
both?
this time of year. We've tried grazing them in December and January, and it didn't work out. So
all that white stuff is in the way.
Skinny. Yeah, we put the green sunglasses on them, but they didn't go for it. So we obviously it's hay is grass. So the term is grass fed. Yeah,
do you run out of grass? Like, I mean, do they like? Because just anybody hasn't seen it, your Longhorns are across from Myers Creek out in Cazenovia, and you look back, do they ever like eat up all the grass? Like, darn it, they ate all the grass.
Yes, that happens. You got to actually monitor that and watch their supply. We try to kind of move them around, for lack of a better term, rotate them around. Yeah, but yeah, they consume at least 20 pounds of dry matter a day. Now, of course, the grass is not dry, so maybe as much as 50 pounds of grass a day. Wow. So if you have X number, the grass is gone.
And the food affects the flavor, yes?
Oh, yeah.
So how so?
Well, the grass-fed beef, in fact, we had this just recently. We had a thing at the farm where we had these various types of meat. And grass-fed has a flavor that, quite frankly, I can't detect, but others can, because I'm so used to
the grass-fed.
It's just beef to me. But others can taste the difference from grain-fed to grass-fed. And now I'm not saying it's better. It's different.
But, we found out through a number of ways, a lot of doctors have found out that people just their stomachs aren't friendly to grain. And so if the animal eats a lot of grain and then you consume the animal, then you're going to have stomach problems. You can have a lot of inflammation and things like that. So it's
well, you've lived in that world. I mean, you're a carnivore primarily.
Well, yeah. No, I like the meats, and I do believe that the expression that if you hear an old timer talk, you'll say, "Hey, old timer, you need to be on vitamins." They'll go, "I take a vitamin every day. I eat a steak."
Okay.
But it's very true. If you look at the list of all of the vitamins and the B complex and everything that's inside meat, you get everything. You really do.
Right. So you sell Longhorn beef that people get, and they can get it right from your store, again, across from Myers Creek?
Yeah, in Cazenovia, New York, we have a store, and we live there, so I guess we're always open. But of course, you could always call to be sure that we're around if it's off hours or weekends or whatever. But sure, yeah, we sell.
People can come over there and take a look at the store. Please.
We're having an event this coming Saturday, which is the 28th or whatever.
Yeah. Today. Yes.
Yeah, today.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What time is that?
That's actually starting later this morning.
Okay.
We'll have coffee and donuts, and then we have it's actually a national horn measurement. We're part of a national organization.
Oh, okay.
The public is welcome, and they can look around. And
can Tom have his bald spot measured when he's there? He's like to see if it's growing?
Yes, we have a device to do that. A roller. We'll roll it around.
A few weeks back, I had one of your tomahawk steaks. Oh, my goodness. It was fabulous.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Just fabulous. Yep. So AlbaneseLonghorns.com, you want to get some healthy, local grown, originated beef, you've got it right there.
Have it right
and there's
there.
a little craft, little store. It's beautiful.
Leather horns and the hides
and
the associated stuff. Sure.
So, or they can call 289-2699. AlbaneseLonghorns.com. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
All right.